Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. So, today, guys, I want to talk a little bit more about relationships. There's a lot that Jesus has to say about who we choose as a partner and the qualifications that a woman could have and a man could have. So, what I want to focus on, guys, is how do you choose a partner? How do you know that that individual is right for you? How do you know that they're not going to become cancer to your bones, as stated in Proverbs? So, I'm going to ask my wife a question, okay? And we'll see what she says. So, Maria, right? As we have grown in a relationship, what were the things that allowed us to stay together when things were really, really hard? What was it about me specifically?
You're the one who's also always guiding me to pray, talk to Jesus about it. It's hard. Like, marriage is not just like you just like be happy, something like that. There's a time that there's an argument about it, that you're supposed to be both together is doing it, but in my time it was kind of, I am the enemy of yours. So at that time you're gonna have to be open about it, and you're really good at that.
Okay.
Just like guiding on that. Thank you.
So, to give a little bit more context, okay, and this may end up being a larger video. When my wife says that sometimes she becomes my enemy, what that means is that she makes a choice to no longer choose God. She makes a choice to choose her pride or her fears and insecurities or a lust of some sort. Like comfort is usually where that one kind of creeps up. But guys, what I want you to focus on is not the negative. Like, to remember that your partner is not the problem. Okay, the problem is sin. Okay, the problem is lust, fear, pride, and everything they produce. It's ego. That's the enemy.
Yeah.
Like, your wife is meant to be your ally, just as a husband is meant to be a protector, like meant to be a teacher, meant to help your wife, just as your wife also helps you.
Yes.
You know, that whole marriage relationship that we see personified in Scripture. Jesus Christ is, yes, meant to be the head, but he came to serve, not to be served. When you, as the man, okay, when you are that protector, that provider, when you are willing and humble before God, you give your wife the opportunity to grow. And as a wife, you're able to, when you serve and you seek God first, you give your husband room to be vulnerable and to be open and to be able to share his emotions. So guys, what I want you to focus on is how can you love yourself as you receive God's love? And how can you give that to your partner? You know, guys, I'll be honest, there's a point in time in my life that if I was doing something like this and she started coughing, I would have been annoyed and frustrated and all this other stupid stuff.
Yeah.
But the point is, man, do you think she has the ability to control that right now? She's doing her best. Like, and I see that. Like, she doesn't want to cough. Like, but welcome to a cold. Like, yes, we live in the Philippines, but yeah, you know.
This is the season of...
This is cold for them.
Yeah.
It's still warm for me. But, you know. The point, guys, the question I want you to ask yourselves when you get into an argument, when you're struggling, or even when you're choosing a spouse, how well do they love? How well do they submit to God? Do they love Jesus more than you? And do they love Jesus more than themselves? Because love, guys, is the point. And And it's what solves every issue in this world.
And think one thing about it, because after the argument, when we're talking about it already and we give it to Jesus, everything, then just had to move forward, and
Forgive.
it's going to be stronger.
Yeah.
It make you both stronger.
Yeah.
Because you're not just like only just the both of you. We have a son already. So, yeah. Can have to work it out. Also by the guidance of Jesus as well. You know.
Marriage isn't easy, guys.
No, it's not.
Don't make the decision lightly.
Yeah.
Like, remember, God does have a plan. And our job is to find out what it is. And to do our best to take things step by step. And to live according to His will, which is love.
Yeah.
God bless, guys.
God bless, guys.